Hi, I'm Asnith, and earlier today I posted on my Seasoned Raw Food Facebook page that I love the Asian market. Okay, and I do, but I'm going to tell you why. I just feel like you can go buy things that are so nourishing for the body at a very inexpensive price, and sometimes they have a bigger assortment of things you can get. So, actually, we get sometimes, and I'm going to say, when I say we, I mean I, get sometimes caught up in a label of being vegan, being vegetarian, but just because you're vegan, vegetarian doesn't necessarily mean that you're healthy. And I didn't think about that till I was reading over something that my sister-in-law wrote, and I'm just like, that's so true. You have to stay mindful of why you're doing what you're doing. Is it your goal to get better health? If it is, you're in the right place, because that's my goal too, and I can help you along. So, for the past month, I've been juicing carrots. Now, I started just wanting to juice carrots just to make sure that my skin had more of a glow and looked more beautiful. So I just said, you know what, I juice sporadically, but like a month ago I said I wanted to do it more steady. Okay, so that's been going really well. And so I decided like a week ago, maybe a little over a week ago, that I needed to add more things. Now, the things that I added, I've used before, but I don't use them all the time. I kind of use them for a couple of weeks, then I'll take a break, then I'll go back to them. But they're excellent for aiding the body. And so I really want to share more of my secrets with you today. So at the Asian shop, one thing that I love is to buy their ginger. First of all, this is organic. And it was only $3.49, and you see the size that I have. A good amount here. Also, I'm into turmeric, but I like it raw. Yeah, I do using it to season my food, but I feel like it does the best job in my body when it's raw. So I bought turmeric from there. This case was about $3.63. Now this you may not have heard of. This is called bitter melon. And to tell you the truth, I don't really know where else you can go to get it besides the Asian market. They have this kind, but they also have the kind from Pakistan. And if you know anything about this, you know that you need it. Like at least a couple of times a year, you need to be juicing and taking it because it has huge benefits, which I'm going to run through for you right now. So, this bitter melon, it is linked to lowering the body's blood sugar. This is because bitter melon has properties that act like insulin. Please listen up if you have diabetes or you're dealing with the sugar issues. This bitter melon has properties that act like insulin, which helps bring glucose into cells for energy. It contains vitamins C, A, E, B1, B2, B3, and B9. It also has minerals like potassium, calcium, zinc, magnesium, phosphorus, and iron. It also has antioxidants like flavonoids and others. It lowers inflammation and raises immunity. It treats abdominal pain, peptic ulcers, constipation, cramps, and fluid retention. It is also antiviral and antibacterial. Its properties, it can be used to prevent, like to treat parasites, HIV, AIDS, malaria, and even leprosy. It also helps manage symptoms of autoimmune disorders, including rheumatoid arthritis. Now, I know some people may think that the only way you could treat something is if you get it in a pill from a doctor. I'm in no way knocking doctors. Like, if that's what you believe, more power to you. For me, I think that the person, and I don't want to butcher his name, but that started the medical profession long ago, he said, let your food be your medicine. That was like the initial purpose of it. And so I think that like we clog our body and we eat so much junk. And then when the body tells you, like sometimes the things you get is signaling to you that please don't do that, or do this to adjust, or make a different route. We look at it like, oh my God, that's like sickness. No, like learn to listen to the body. Okay, so to get back. So this was with bitter melon. And I actually personally know someone who used this and had success. They didn't want to go on insulin, and they were able to use this along with other things that they juice, and they didn't need it. So that's a success story. So as far as the turmeric, now there's inflammation in the body is so rampant. I think that sometimes people miss that that's what they're dealing with. Underneath it all, it doesn't matter what you label it as that you're dealing with. They can kind of miss the fact that it's just inflammation. Now, I'm no doctor, and I'm not suggesting for you to take my route. I'm simply just talking about my secrets for what I'm doing to ensure my health and to enjoy better strength and to live a life without inflammation, because I do believe that that's possible. So for the turmeric, it is anti-inflammatory. It can prevent or help to slow down blood clots. As you know, it fights inflammation. It is also known to get at the root cause of what causes diseases. Now, a lot of times when people are treating things, they're dealing with symptoms. In order to really cure something, you have to get at the root of it. So, and whatever you're looking for to better your health, I would think to switch the mindset from thinking to manage something to really ensure better health. Also, it's a possible treatment for Alzheimer's disease. It boosts skin health, which is the main reason why I'm doing it. Because it can help decrease acne. It can help with you having less scarring from psoriasis and other flare-ups. It also can help to prevent certain type of cancers, and it is very potent in treating diabetes as well. Now, like I said, some people may need it for deeper reasons. My whole thing is skin. I want nicer skin, so this is the route I've chosen to take. Okay, and now I'm going to get into the ginger. Now, this is huge because sometimes I think that people are dealing with things and they never link the two. Sometimes women have a yeast infection, and that's the only thing that will signal them to think, oh, I need to do something. But do you know you can have a candida overgrowth, and it produce certain things. You don't necessarily have the yeast infection, but it'll alert other things, you could maybe have toothaches or different things that is triggering in the body because it's off balance. This is what I love about this, because this fights fungal infections, things like yeast infections, things like jockey itch, things like athlete's feet. It protects against stomach ulcers. It eases menstrual pain. Now, if you watched probably another previous video I had, I talk a lot about ginger, and it does help to ease menstrual. Not just ease it, for me, it disappear. Also, it improves the brain function. So that's all I had written up on there. And the carrots, of course, they provide vitamin A, C, D, E, and K. And they also have minerals such as magnesium, potassium, and calcium. Now, I'm not going overboard with drinking huge cups of it. You know what I set my goal for? Is to just have 1 cup of it every day. Like me, I still like to run. I still like to weight train. I decided to add other things to ensure that I'm not dealing with any type of inflammation or anything like that. So I'm just quickly going to show you how I would make my juice. Now, I didn't put a knife out. I got to get a little better at preparing a little better. So sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, so with the ginger, I don't peel it. I use about this much. For the carrots, this recipe, I'm going to be using 5 carrots. Some are really small, some are more toward medium. For my bitter melon, I'm using up the other pack I had, and this is about the rest of it. This is all I'm going to add to it today. And I have to tell you, I peel it first. I don't put the whole thing in there. I peel the outside peeling of the bitter melon. But I want to make sure I'm not taking too much off. So that's about how it looks once I peel it off. And then also for the turmeric, because they don't have an organic label on it, so I kind of just skin it, just to make sure, you know, that I'm not getting anything extra in this juice that I don't want. Okay, and so now I'm going to juice it for you, just to show you how it looks. So I usually do juice the carrots and ginger by itself, and then I set that aside because I make bread out of it. But for today, for this video's sake, because I just want to hurry up and get through it, I'm going to do it all together. Okay, and so like I told you earlier, I just make it my goal to get 1 cup of it a day. That's all I want. Take my glass, and as you can see, it measures it out. So it's 1 cup there. Pour it into here. Now I want to forewarn you, this is not sweet at all. It actually has like a little spice to it because I added the ginger and turmeric. I also add a little black pepper. Because in the Indian culture, when they're using turmeric, they usually balance it out with black pepper. So I don't reinvent the wheel. I just go with what has been working for people, and I adjust and apply it myself. So I love it. I love it. I could drink it like all the time. But I'm just making it my goal to get it in every day. Now, as far as the ginger and turmeric and bitter melon, I started last week, so I'll go through this week, adding that to my carrot juice, and then I'll take a little bit of a pause from it, and I'll just go back to only for the next couple of weeks juicing carrot and ginger together. And then like I'll just alternate like that. Am I dealing with issues in my body? No, not really. Like, you don't have to wait for something to happen to better your health. You can do it all alone, and it's so easy. When I think of being vegan and I think of being maybe a person going vegetarian, the whole goal is for better health. You have to learn how to even use other things to boost your health. Like, these are things, they're inexpensive, and they have like a lot of properties that aid the body. And I love that. And they work with the body. Like, sometimes I'm drinking it, it feels like it's going into my cells and stuff. So, but I'm just going to go ahead and end the video on this note. I'm going to supply links to a website that you can go and look over to kind of read up on the benefits of bitter melon, turmeric, and ginger. When you get time, go research it. I think you'll be pleased to find that something so inexpensive can be so beneficial to the body. Until next time. Oh, so yeah, I'm going to, add the sites when I do the words for this video. I'll add in the website so you can just click on a link. But until next time, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would add anything, let me know. If you would change anything, let me know. Until next time, have a great day.